Wait, do it already. It is the Thursdays. Oh, look at that. We all three have matching cuts. That's weird. But now if we go like this, how are we going to know whose is whose?
I don't take my hand off my cup. Well, the one in my hand. I mean, well, that one. I was never a sports guy. I couldn't do that. Whee!
Oh.
Thanks, Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, look at that sick flip I did.
Nice.
Oh! Bam! Tic tac on the TikTok.
Are you gonna show him the tic tac?
Clip this motherfucker.
Ooh!
Let's made it up, or
Nice.
fucking cool. To made it up,
That would be. Alright.
Oh,
So,
that's sweet. Okay, so it's a new Thursday.
are you still playing harmonica? I picked up a Chromatica toner. It's got the little button on it.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah, it's got 12 and then, yeah. So, but it doesn't have a button, so it's just a piece of steel, and I was pushing it, and I was hurts my button fingers. Yeah. So I've commissioned a dude to work with the 3D printer to make me a little skull about yay big, and we're gonna glue it on there.
Okay, Sally, what I'd like to say right now is I don't care about your story.
Wow.
Well, you get a
Feel
better
threatened.
I do. I feel threatened.
I feel threatened and unsafe right now.
Yes.
Good. That's how you're supposed to feel.
When I'm around.
Oh, does anybody remember having HR meetings about harassment and what is and isn't?
Harassment?
Harassment? Yeah. Harris?
Was it good for you?
Sam Harris? Yeah.
It was good for me.
Use harassment in a sentence.
We should have got you.
Harassment a lot to me.
We should have got you. Some fake meat to put up in here and a gold chain, and you could have wore your work shirt buttoned down a little bit. Just...
I have an undershirt, a tank top, right? The wife beater.
Ooh.
And I had 2 buttons undone. Besides the neck, because nobody can get the neck one.
Well,
That's why I don't wear a tie, because everything spills over the top of the collar, and then it's like... Anyway, so, I'm standing there next to 2 bosses today. And one boss says to me, hey, button up your second button. So I look over at the other boss that has her second button undone and her radio hanging from it. And I look at him, and I look at her chest, and I look at him, and I'm like, this could not end well, maybe, possibly. And I
I'm gonna
look.
shoot my shot though.
And I look. She had an undershirt on, and I look, and he goes, well, how can I ask my employees to follow the rules if the supervisors aren't following the rules?
Exactly.
And I went, hey man, let me button my shirt up.
Why don't you lose a button there, Sally? I mean, gosh damn it, is that going the wrong way?
Well, actually, Sally was told that she could put in a request or work order to have that rule changed, so we can.
Well, if you're wearing
That's a stupid fucking rule.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But it has to. It's like a military deal. You have to put in the request, and it goes through, and the red tape, and then all of a sudden, now as of 3 p.m., you can unbutton that top button.
third.
Well, that'd be the one, the second button.
So the next meeting of
As
the
long as you have an
minds-
undershirt on.
the next meeting of the minds of all the supervisors and
Yeah.
shit, they go, so
Well, I
are we
always
gonna
have
do
an
this
undershirt
or we're not gonna do this?
Always wear an undershirt. I feel naked if I don't have one on.
These are the things that they have meetings about.
And the way you touch people. I mean, talk to people.
Or not talk to people. Yeah.
So how would you feel, Sally, if we asked you out on a date and you said no and we kept
And then I
pursuing you?
asked again.
Would you feel comfortable with that? Because, some women like that.
That
They
all
like to chase.
depends on how that is put.
Everybody's
Just
different.
saying, because somebody asked you out.
You
is
gotta
a problem.
feel.
But
You
if
have
you're
to,
like fucking like.
Well, that's
We're
old
gonna
school
go
way,
out,
yeah.
I'm gonna vote Terry out.
And if you watch
that
any,
might be a little over the top.
if you watch any romantic comedy in the last 15 years, that's how dude got the chick.
Yeah, persistence.
Persistence. She said no. She said no. She's moving to fucking
Isn't
Mumbai,
that? Yeah.
and then he comes to the airport and goes, "Hot diggity!
I'm going
You
to.
can't marry that dude because I love you more than he does."
So, isn't that
There's
how...
a big. He brings a gun to the airport just so they shut the whole airport down, and then she figures out that she loves it.
Is this a movie that you've seen?
No, but copyright patent pending. That's a script I could have just come up with on the spot.
Hey, but isn't that how every great true love story is? Is all like, she said no 50 times, but 51 she said yes.
She doesn't know she loves it.
And that in itself should have been a clue. I'm just saying, if you said I asked her 51 times, she finally on that 51st time, she fucking said yes. She said fucking yes. Finally. Yeah, you sure wore her down, didn't you?
I don't ask.
Good
I
job,
don't ask
bud.
more
How
than
you
one
think the
time.
Grand Canyon got formed, baby?
You didn't ask at all.
I don't ask more than one time, son.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, 51 times, she finally
Well,
said yes.
Boy, you's a confident son of a bitch, ain't you?
There
You
you
didn't, she didn't say yes because she
No.
wanted to. She said yes, so
No.
you just quit fucking asking.
go. You look like diarrhea. I'm gonna be running down your leg later. Is that crossing the line, Sally?
Ew.
You got a mirror in your pants so I can see myself in there.
Go to the living room. I'm tired
Did
of
you fall
you.
from heaven?
Ew.
Cause you ugly as fuck. I mean, oh shit, that went sideways.
What's your best pickup line?
Oh, you know what? You know what was my go-to in high school?
What?
I would take them to this one spot,
Oh, well, there you already had me beat. Take them to this one spot.
and
Did they ever come back?
yeah, and we would sit there in the bed of the old
Go.
pickup.
Lay down.
I had an old mattress or old van, fold-up seat in the back seat, and the bed of the pickup. So you fold that baby down, has some pillows on the back glass, and
Watch the stars.
you know, you just get them and you
Watch the stars.
Uh-huh.
you look them dead in the
Watch
eyes.
the back of my eyelids.
Okay, you look them dead in the eyes and say, "I
I'm
wish
not
the
snoring."
stars were as beautiful as your eyes."
Wow. How many times did that work?
Every time.
60% of the
So
time.
No.
scary.
Every time.
Every time. You know what's fucked up is I got really jacked up one night and I used that line, and then like a month or two later I tried using that line on the same girl and she goes, "You used that on me before," and I was like, "Did it work last time?" Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I guess it's gonna work this
Oh
time.
my God. This is a rerun.
Yeah.
But it's a classic. It's a Turner classic right here.
I kind of remember this movie.
That's a cheesy fucking
I didn't
line.
like
What's
the
your
ending.
best one?
I ain't got no fucking
What
line.
are-
I ain't got
Are you-
no fucking-
You okay there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And call your old lady up. "Hey, take your arthritis medicine. Papa's coming home hot."
Yeah, I don't know if I can remember any lines from. I didn't have any.
I got no game. I had no game in that.
No
department.
game at
It
all.
was just, hey, Nan.
You still awake?
Are you up?
You up?
Don't say anything if this is okay.
You want to go hang out?
Yeah.
You want to go drive around? Yeah, because that's all there is to fucking do in this town.
Oh man, no.
Zero game.
So I used to be like kind of
I
scared,
hated everybody.
and
I hated
then
you.
I started hanging out with this guy, and he told me, "You know what? For every one woman who says no, there's 10 that'll say yes."
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah.
For every 9 that say no, there's
No.
one that'll say yes.
No, and I was like,
That's
"Dude."
why guys use the cheesy pickup lines and they act the way they do because it worked for them once.
And I don't know. I mean, that's not bad. Tastes like lemonade.
It's lemonade. It's a blue raspberry lemonade.
It says lemonade on it. Lemonade.
Well, it doesn't taste like booze.
What's the point? It's a girly drink.
Ah.
But so we went out to this bar, and he said, "Here's the thing. Just start at one side and just work your way around."
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, I was like, no. He's like, no, just go start. Just say, hey. Just walking
Yeah,
by.
you have to get shot down. You have to. You have to accept the
you
rejection.
have to learn. He's
Yeah.
like, because you will get shot down.
Oh yeah. You're
But
going to
what's
get shot
fucked
down.
up is, he says, women on this side of the room are watching you over here.
Yeah.
So he said, and the biggest key is go to the hottest girl in the bar. Very first, the one you know is going to say no.
Well, you never know, but wouldn't that fuck you up if she was like, "Yeah, let's go home right
Let's
now"?
go.
And you're like, that wasn't supposed to work. I'm not prepared.
Oh, I'm prepared.
I wouldn't know how to handle it.
And so,
Exactly.
but he said he always go, like, when you walk into a bar and you're single, you go for the hottest girl first. You just say, hey.
It sounds almost
I
like
walked in.
sounds almost like prison.
I walked in
Where you
and
walk
I
up to
noticed
the
you.
biggest, baddest motherfucker and you just start waylaying.
Lick
So
him
you
in the
walk
face.
up to the biggest, baddest chick and just start spouting stuff, right?
You look him in the face
So
and
it's-
headbutt.
So it's like
I know.
prison.
Well,
Except you might not get fucked in the ass.
No, not so.
Yeah, well, that still applies anywhere.
so you go
You're
to the
outside.
hottest girl first. If she says no, okay, well, bye. Then you just go find just the next one that you see, and pray she's by the bar.
Right.
And then you get beside her and just like, hey, I really just want to buy you a drink. I don't want it to go anywhere, but I just want to buy you a drink.
Right.
Can I buy you a shot?
Now, if I saw this from
Why didn't you try this with me?
I didn't have to.
is that good or bad?
Good. I mean,
Now, if we saw this
via text message. Don't
from our perspective and a woman was going around the bar doing that, what would we
She's
think?
a whore.
Lizzie's a fucking whore ass bitch.
Look at that.
3 more shots of tequila, I'm in!
Yeah.
But when a dude goes around trying to spank
Okay.
everything,
So
it's okay.
when you and your wife got together, did you have to talk about your
Yeah,
number?
but there's probably a difference in the woman going around.
No, because I don't want
No,
to
your wife now.
No,
Your wife now.
my wife now?
Yeah.
No.
What if she asked you about your number?
I'll
Do you want me to ask?
I said,
No.
sit down,
Okay.
we'll calculate it.
I mean, I'll tell you.
I'll
but you
tell her.
ain't
I'll
like
tell her the same thing I told her about my phone. You can go through my phone anytime you want. You don't get to bitch about anything that's in it.
it. That's mine.
Not one fucking thing.
Yep.
You can know the number, but you don't get to bitch about it.
Very true.
That's the thing.
So
I just don't do it because I don't want my feelings hurt.
Right.
There's difference.
If you know it's gonna adversely affect your opinion of that person, then fucking don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell, baby.
ooh.
If
Oh, G.I. Jane.
you're gonna do it, just do it politely in the ear, you know. It's like, what the fuck's going
Did
on?
you have that talk with your wife?
What?
Mine's
You
a low
can't.
number, but it's a double digit.
Oh, I think we did at some point in our life, yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know.
So
Well, there's a lot of double digits.
So this is where I'm
up to
going.
the triple
Okay.
digit.
I can lie about my number and you can't tell the difference.
Because you have a great line, guys. I'm pretty sure mine's like.
But some girls can't lie about that because, you know, it
I can't.
looks like roast beef.
Meat curtains.
Yeah.
Well,
Does it really matter though? Is it gonna stop you from doing anything?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. It,
Nah.
it hurts.
It hurts.
It makes it hard to. I gotta think about somebody else.
Well, that's standard procedure.
No.
Every once in a while, you gotta think about, somebody else.
you do?
You actually do that?
Really?
Well, that one time I fucking yelled out her sister's name, that ended bad.
Well, that's not gonna. You don't do it out loud.
Well, I had been drinking. It was really bad when I said her mom's name next weekend.
No.
It was bad. Yeah.
You're gross.
It happened.
Seriously?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes if I need to get the job done.
Is this what you picture? The side or the front? The side or the front?
Now you're gonna have him fucked up next time. Fuck! No!
That's what's gonna be down there. His
I'm
wife,
gonna have to think about baseball to get a heart on everything.
his wife's gonna be down there going to town. He's gonna be like, turn sideways. Oh God, never mind. Turn back. What are you thinking about? And space.
Oh no.
That would be fucking hilarious. Just do that. Or yell slime time.
Oh, yes.
God, you
Slime.
have to do that.
That
Slime.
pisses me-
You have to yell
Has
slime time.
he done it?
Yes, you have to pull out and yell slime time.
Slime time.
Slime time!
Oh, I got up and I said, I'm fucking done.
What about the SpongeBob deal where he's like, nah, I'm gonna head out.
That's what I felt like when I got up.
Taking that with you?
That's talent.
Ooh. Shit, don't dump the pockets out.
Wow. There's a guy at work who goes, is that real leather?
No.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Because you know how you can tell? The single stitches.
Ooh.
Single stitch. Okay. You're like this,
You know what?
like 30 years old.
For what I paid for my pleather coat, I don't give a shit.
This came from a guy who used to ride and rode this in the 70s. So I don't know.
When you sold your bike, did you sell him your brand new seat from Grandpa Jerry too? You suck.
Don't worry. We're getting it.
He's stupid.
We're getting it. And the handlebars. And the exhaust.
He's basically dismounted.
You should have fucking kept the seat for yourself. I mean, that thing was something.
Well, you know he's gonna modify
Yeah, he
it.
is dismantling your baby. Have you seen everything he's gonna put on it? All the new
I
shit?
don't even.
Well, you know he's gonna modify it. So
I've seen some pictures.
Dude.
New gas cap.